They tried to stop me, but nothing could stop me. Welcome back to part 38 of Analyzing the Game with your host, your vocals, background vocals, lead vocals, arranger, producer, script writer, songwriter, film writer, percussion, drums, bass guitar, lead guitar, scout, referee, president. It goes on. The list goes on. That boy Des. Thank you guys for joining me on Analyzing the Game. Shout out to everybody that has subscribed to me. Shout out to everybody that has engaged in my video. Shout out to everybody that has liked, comment, shared. I appreciate you all. And if you don't know what Analyzing the Game is, or you don't know who that boy Des is, or you haven't subscribed, you haven't commented, you haven't shared, you haven't engaged, you will know soon, and you will do it soon. We're back at it again. It's been a few days since I recorded. Had some time off, just chilling, going with life, flowing with life. Ramadaning, fasting, praying, appreciating being blessed, being appreciative for all the chances and all the opportunities and all the things that I am given, and everything and every chance that I get each and every single time that I am woken up. And I don't really have to be here. I don't really have to have all of these things that I have. I don't have to. I'm just a normal person, and I'm attempting and I'm trying to continue to better my mind, body, and spirit, and continue to grow and continue to get better. And just learning and growing and knowing. And it's hard. It's not easy. Nothing. It sucks that you have to, when you say stuff, that you say that it is hard and it's not going to be easy. But truthfully, it is easy to change how you feel. Who knows what will come with that? That can be hard. Like everything that comes with you just going through life and waking up, and you possibly can be happy, and you possibly can do the things that you can do, and you can control what you can control. And sometimes it's just like I've been watching a lot of movies lately. I just watched the Minority Report. I watched Kill Bill. I watched The Departed. I also just started this AI movie from 2001, directed by Steven Spielberg. But I only got like 20 minutes into it, then I fell asleep. Because I was watching it in the morning after I woke up at 6 a.m. to eat, drink, and get all of my stuff in for the day and pray. And then I tried to turn it on, and I just fell asleep. Because sometimes when I be at home, the best thing I can do is sleep. So I don't think about eating or drinking or doing anything. So yes. Back at it again. This is part 38. This is video 38. This is recording 38. This is vision 38. If you're new to my channel, I do a journal, a daily free write. I have a journal. This is it right here. I'm gonna need a new one soon. And then after I record the videos for you guys or hit the record button, I hang them up, and these are my creations, and I'm going to continue to stand in them and just be me and just be myself, and just allow myself to speak and allow myself to communicate and allow myself to voice my visions, voice my opinions, voice my beliefs on what I am seeing and the experiences that I have went through and have been through and have seen and have gone through. So it's just this is all just a blessing. I'm not really, a lot of people probably do a lot of things and set their goals, set their vision, set their aspirations toward the status that they can get off of what they're doing. But for me, I honestly, I don't, it doesn't really matter. I'm just happy and I'm grateful that I can get the opportunity and that I am allowing myself to speak. Speak for those who can't speak. Speak for those who don't have the chance that I have. Speak for those who can't do this or aren't willing to do this. And it's from myself, for myself too, and to see myself grow, to see myself step into those dreams, step into those visions, step into those aspirations of where I would like to be and what I would like to do and how, and the places that I would, and the people that I would like to impact. So it's just so, because status, a lot of people, just because you get highly acclaimed status, does that mean you're a good person? Because I can have $6 billion and I'm not doing anything good with the money. It just, I got put on a pedestal, or I got placed on a status that is higher than other people, and people are looking up to me, and people are thinking that I'm so good and I'm so righteous and I deserved all of this, but that's not how it is. Because for instance, when I was, for this free write, I title / name all of my free writes. For this free write, it is name or titled status. And the main person that I was thinking about when I was writing this, when I was free flowing in my journal, was Elon Musk, or just all of these people that get acclaimed status and they aren't really doing any justice for normal people. So take it for instance, Elon Musk has the status. He's built up brands or companies, Tesla, SpaceX. Then he purchased Twitter, which is now X. Now he's able to control the narrative for whatever he wants to place out there, regardless of what people think of. Oh, this is free, this is free, this is free speech. You can say whatever on here. You can do such and such. But you have to think about it. He is the person that is controlling all of these things that's going on this app. So he's controlling that narrative, and he's influencing elections. He's influencing wars. He's influencing people to go against. He's using his words, his voice, his opinions, his status to influence a bunch of mostly regular people that are on social media. So how are people going to not see the wrong in the status that has been given to him if they are just interacting with this same person each and every single day? That's really hard. And people don't realize it for it to be like that, or for that to be as that. But it's just the same as any person that says, I kind of look at it when it's that famous thing where all the people that said they made things that people are addicted to, like they don't let their kids use it because they know that it's not good, truthfully. And status is so, just right now, status alone could allow you to be the president, allow you to be in the government, allow you to be above the law. Status, power, money, all of these things interact. They're all together. And another thing is also changing in a little direction, like the status quo of what is supposed to be, or people are setting up these things, or people are placing yourself you, myself, all in these things of what you are supposed to be off of a status quo, off of what their image is of what they believe that everybody should be doing or what they believe that you should be doing. But that's not right. That's not correct. There's no set thing. There's nothing that you're supposed to do. There's no role that you're supposed to have. It's nothing like that. And yes, of course, the status quo is so embedded into the society is that people can't see themselves saying that this is not what it is. And of course, it's just coming from me. I'm just a regular person, and I know because when you do achieve quote unquote status, it's if you believe it to be that way, it's like you don't want to be boxed in. You don't want to be set into these boundaries of what you should do or what role you should play or what things you should be able to do because you can do anything and you don't want to be set into that thing, set into these boundaries. And sometimes the status quo in certain fields and certain places and certain roles is they just are okay with not basically speaking up or saying what's wrong or saying what they believe. And that is the status quo. Just just don't say anything and just come here and do what you got to do. No. And now it's like status is so just for instance, just like the Epstein files. Everybody that has status in America or globally, it's like they're quote unquote above certain things, or they think that they're above certain things. Like the same people that I always talk about in every single videos. We got Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Donald Trump, everybody in the Epstein, Peter Thiel, it goes on, Les Wexner. You can just keep naming Tim Cook. You can just keep naming all of these people, and they have highly acclaimed status. But what does that mean? What does that make you as a human though? As a normal person, as a everyday person, as a caring person, as a just regular person? What does that make you? Just because people are lifting, or you believe that people are lifting you up, or you gained money and people are using your products, what does that truly mean though? Because you can be the worst person. What are you doing with that money? What are you funding in? What are you doing to other people to harm them or to potentially help them or to set them up for the future or to not steal off of people's backs and to not do all of these things? Just because you have the status and people are quote unquote putting you up because they don't know any better. That just makes you better than everybody else, right? In my opinion, not at all. Because we had people giving out $1 million for people to vote. We had some person become the head of a department to control waste, fraud, and abuse. The whole time, he's the person that was committing that. So it's like, just off status alone. But if all the normal people just realize that these people aren't good, fully, for everybody, clear as day, I wonder what, I already know what would happen. They wouldn't be controlling us. So that's as simple as that. Because they're outnumbered. They can only have so much influence. They're one singular person. Or singular people with just a lot of money. And who even knows if it's real? It's just a number. It's a bunch of assets. They just own companies. They just own investments. They just own stocks. All of these things. But if everybody said, oh yeah, I'm not going to engage with social media. I'm not going to engage with these things. I'm going to wait. I'm going to keep my phone for years. I'm not going to get the newest of everything because of the status that it can give me. It can lift me up. So things like these, could move people forward. But if everybody's just stuck, of course we're all stuck in the same thing as of right now. But people have to see something in themselves. Because you have your own status. And it doesn't have to be the biggest and the baddest, and you don't have to be the richest man in the world. You don't have to be the most famous person in the world, but you can stand for what you believe that is right. That can be your status. Yeah. Like status of such and such. Status of what is the status of your what is the status of humanity? Let's do that. It's failing. Truthfully, failing everybody. We're failing everybody. When people don't speak up, when people be quiet, when people bend their knees to want to be dictators, when people allow themselves to be fooled, when everybody is against this one group of people. So it's like, but you want to say, oh yeah, it's your fault because you're such and such. It's your fault because you're such and such. You're on the same boat. And the other people on a different boat. That's the people with the highly acclaimed status are on the different boat. And everybody else is on this one boat. But oh yeah, of course, if everybody else on the one boat can argue about anything, who knows what, just whatever that the other people on the other boat will tell you. Oh yeah, the boat's just it's gonna be sinking in a matter of hours. It's just that simple. So if people really want to take a step forward, you have to first you got to look in the mirror. You got to figure out what you believe. What do you want? What have been your experiences, and what do you see with your own two eyes? That's where everything will take you, to be honest. And don't be scared to, if you get to the point to speak out against what is right or what is wrong. Because let's be real. Once again, I just don't care for the media because they're not good, because they're not gonna speak up on anything that is there in their face to say. Be like, oh yeah, this is such and such. They're just gonna be around the bush. Here on my channel, on that boy Dez channel, on Analyzing the Game, I don't care because it's too. I just can't be basically sugarcoating or lying or downplaying, I don't know, people dying or people actually using their status to say that they're better than somebody else. I'm not standing for that, and I never will. So I'm gonna stand up for anybody that is oppressed, anybody that is silenced, anybody that is marginalized, anybody that is going through stuff that they shouldn't be. I'm going to speak up because I know what that is. I don't know, but no, I know because I am my ancestor, so I know what that is. And who am I to not say something? Do I think I'm bigger than everybody else? So I'm not going to say anything and I'm going to be like, oh yeah, that's okay. That's just okay. That's just okay. No, it's not okay. All of this stuff is not okay. It's just that simple. And I'm going to keep speaking out. I don't care who sees. I don't care who hears. I don't care who listens about what I am saying, because I believe that this is right. What I see with my own two eyes and the experiences that I have seen and the places that I have put myself in, this is what I have to do. Or this is what I want to do. I don't have to do this. But I'm here. Showing up. Part 38, recording 38. Video number 38 on my channel, on my platform. On That Boy Dez on YouTube. So I'm just honestly, I'm just happy. I'm just grateful. I'm blessed. I'm appreciative, and I believe that everybody should have the chance to do what they desire and do what they dream of and do what they vision of, regardless of what anybody says. So whatever people's political views are, whatever people's religion views are, all of these things, I don't care, because everybody's just people. Everybody is just humans. So it's like, well, some people aren't, because the stuff that they do, that doesn't make them human. Once you commit certain things to other people, you're not human. You're seen as lower than that. You're vile. Let's be real. So it's like, yeah, but they're not in from my speaking, from my writings, from my videos, from my journals, from my visions. You're not getting a pass. Nobody gets a pass. Nobody. Let's be real. Nobody gets a pass. Because giving people passes is saying, oh yeah, that's all right. Well, to some people, to so many people, this certain things that are going on is okay. Why? Because these people got status? No. No one's above anything. No one's above the law. No one's above justice. Actual justice and actual law. Not corrupt justice and not corrupt law. No one's above that. The actual one, the real one. So, I thank you guys for joining me on Analyzing the Game. Part 38. Recording 38. Once again, I'm just so proud of myself. I'm happy with myself. I'm happy to be able to be here, to be able to speak to you guys, to be able to talk, to be able to communicate, to be able to just speak freely and to not have any fears, to not have any doubts, to not question. And I know that I will be showing this to people in the future, and showing this if I possibly have a family, I don't know, possibly have a wife at one point. I'm going to be showing this to them, and I'm going to be happy, and I'm happy in standing in my creations right now. And it's only just going to continue to just get better and just continue to, I just want to continue to just take steps forward, take steps up the hill, to take a hike each and every single day, and just continue to get better and continue to just remain grounded, remain appreciative, remain grateful for everything that I have, because everybody doesn't get the same opportunity that I have. And I'm still not in the greatest opportunity, because there's still work to be put in. There's still things that we have to do, that you have to do, to push forward for humanity, to push forward for everybody. So it's like, you have to want to continue to learn. You have to want to continue to grow. You have to want to continue to be able to want to fight, to want to go at it, to want to get better, to want to go after the craft, to want to just go and not have any fears about that. And everything's not peachy. Everything's not perfect. Everything's not just what you want it to be. But that's the best part, in my opinion, because that's when you really fully realize what you can do in those moments and in those times when everything's not perfect. Everything's probably not going your way. Everything's not the quote unquote status quo of what you should be doing. Yeah. So, thank you guys for joining me again. Part 38. I will be back. What can I say? I can't say too much. If you're new to my channel, subscribe to me at THATBOYDEZ. You know we have to hit.